Yeah, a pain in the arse. An absolute idiot. So the MK7 ST 180 heated seats are now in the car. So let's go through and I'll show you how I went about fitting these into my MK6 ST. Okay everyone, so today is the day when we're going to look at getting these full leathers out and cracking on with getting the new seat frames in, which are just over there from OMP, so I'm going to unpack them and see what's what. And we're going to be putting in the MK7 ST 180 heated seats. Before I get started, very simple 4 torque kind of screws that you need to get out, using one of these in the 4 corners, and there's 2 back there as well, so very easy to get them out. Unplugged the wiring loom from this, and I'm going to be doing like a big thank you as well by the end, because I need to actually get a list. I've had quite a few people involved. But basically getting a heating kit to fit in the new seats, and they were wired into the current loom. First things first, let's get these unpacked and have a look what's what. Okay, so it was an order of, even though they look the same, there should be a difference because I ordered a passenger and a driver's one. So just gonna have to open both up and see how they fit. Alright, so if you can see this, so this one looks right to me, so the OMP should be facing this way, and you can see these holes seem to line up with the originals. Problem you've got is these original screws do not fit. Actually, the ones at the back might have a tiny bit of bite, but the issue you've got is because the frame has basically this thickness here, it's sitting higher. So what I might, I guess, do for now is I'm going to have to go to the DIY store. I'm going to take those bolts, the original ones, and see if they've got some longer ones to do me for now. But I think what I would like to try and do is see if I can actually get someone at some point to like angle grind these down. Don't know if that's safe or not. And it's the same with this front as well, because basically what's happening is you're kind of gaining ½ an inch of height for the seat to go onto, which, you know, isn't ideal. And if they didn't have this lip, it would have been all right. I probably could have used the original bolts, because this would have lied nice and flat. Now, I think I get the idea for doing it, because I'm guessing when you put the new seats in, you're going to need bolts. And the same on this side, so that's possibly ideal. I suppose I can always just see what the seating position is like once I've done. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to get myself down to the DIY store and get longer bolts for this, because I don't really know much about, say, what the thread pattern is, etc. So I'm hoping they do. But what I can do in the meantime is unbolt that seat and put the frame in place, just so I can try and do both together at the same time. Okay, these really are a pain in the arse to fit. I mean, so what I realised is none of these original holes in the OMP base work. I hopefully have measured right, but I'm having to create new holes. I'm gonna have to probably put one here, and actually I don't even think I can fit one there, and one there in that corner. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try this one first. It's like a pivot point, and then fit that one, so it should be pretty strong. And what I had to do was just put the camera down. So I had to buy longer bolts to go into there, which will then go into the floor of the car, and then I bought these screws, nuts and washers, which will go into there, which will obviously bolt the seat down onto the frame. So what I've done is I've put the seat up like this so I can at least get one in, and then try and work out from there onwards. So, as you can see, what I've had to do, drill the holes, and I've put bolt in through here, washer and nut, nearly fits flush. You can just see a little bit of a gap, and I've put one in there, and it looks to me to be pretty horizontal, vertical, whatever you want to call it, sort of in line really with the frame, so it should be straight in the car. So what I'm gonna have to do now is try and make a mark in here so I can drill that one, and it looks like I can actually get this one to fit now. Don't know how, but it looks like it will. And again, I think it looks pretty straight with the chair seat. So but an absolute idiot when I went to the DIY store, because I only took the bolts from this seat. I was saying I was replacing them, so basically I got 4 of everything, not thinking I've got 2 seats, so I need double of everything. So I'm gonna have to go back to the DIY shop, for God's sake.
Later.
Done. Well, when I say done, 90% done. So, I mean, I've just roughly put these in for now, just to sort of make sure that they do fit. I've been able to get the bolt in there. Issue I've got is, as you can see here, kind of didn't think about that. Not sure what to do about that. I'm wondering if maybe I can somehow just grind away sort of a few mil, 5 mil maybe, of this here. Not sure what that's going to be like to do, but yeah, so I can't put a bolt in that one. So I've got a bolt in there. Slide this feet. Now the problem I've found is with fitting these seats is the runner here actually hits on full when it's tilted fully forward. As you can see, it's going to scrape there, which is an issue. I might actually have to look at somehow cutting some of that out, but just for now, just tilt that forward. It's no massive biggie. As you can see, you can get in the back. Bolt's been able to go in there. Bolt's been able to go in there. So that's all safe and secure. So it can be done. It's just a pain in the arse to do. So I do need to properly bolt this in when I can, but don't know what I'm going to do about that. All I can think of doing is possibly getting that drilled. Yeah. So all in all, that's pretty cool actually. One other slight issue you do get with the car is the height adjust with the passenger one. Probably going to be the same with the driver's. But yeah, when the door's closed, basically, actually you can probably see just there, that was where I think I scratched it before. Might be with my ring, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's the only thing, it just about touches the door. I think you can kind of just about get your finger in like that, but I don't see why you'd want to do the height adjust anyway. Once it's set, it's set. But at least, yeah, let's see. So plenty of room. Yeah, I can get in the back easy. So seems a pretty perfect setup. Yeah, right, so that's it for today. The sun is kind of getting a bit low. It's getting a bit late in the day. I'll have to go to the DIY shop tomorrow, and I'll do some shots of me fitting in the driver's seat, and I will do a little bit of a quick tutorial on the wiring if you are interested in getting these to be heated seats, if you get the heated seat versions.
The next day.
Right, what I've done is I've taken the passenger seat back out and I've mounted the passenger one that I've just drilled on top of the driver's side OMP frame, because what I'm thinking is, you know, the mounting should be exactly the same. So I'm just making sure I line it up perfectly and then basically mark the 4 holes. So then if I drill them, that should save me a hell of a lot of time kind of mocking it up in the car, because it should be the same. That's the theory anyway. Right, one thing to get these seats to fit is on the Mark 7 compared to the Mark 6 is they have these kind of pins which went into the floor, which you do not need, and I'm just gonna have to saw them off. So I did slightly shave some of it, but at least I prevented. Pretty clean cut, really. This is the moment of truth for the driver's side. Tell you what, these are quite heavy seats. Well, there we have it. I did get it to fit in, so using the other one as a template for the frame on that one did work nicely. I've still got the same issue, just like with the passenger one, of that, but what I'm going to look to do is just angle grind kind of the rest of that little circle there, just so I can get the bolt in. But I mean, the seat goes forward and back, a bit hard to do with one hand, but yeah, just go forward and back. You know, everything else works, just apart from basically this seems to have broken. Not exactly sure what's happened. Something to do with the cable or some mechanism must have snapped. The good thing is the passenger side works, so that's good. Because in all honesty, this seat probably won't really change much, because this is pretty much just my car to be driving. My wife and the kid maybe now and again might be a passenger, so that one being able to go sort of leaning forward to get in the back is a good thing. But yeah, so they feel pretty good. These seats feel so much more snug than the standard seats. I think one thing, you just feel a little bit more like hugged in the car. You don't feel like you sat high up. The headrests are so much nicer than the standard ones, and what I love is it's these bolsters up here by the shoulder, because that's one thing with the Mark 6 seats, is like this bolster area just kind of went up here and there's nothing here to keep you in. These are higher as well, like you only have it down there on the standard Mark 6 seats, so you just feel so much more like snug, fit, you're not going to move. Anyone obviously with the Mark 6 ST is going to know that anyway. One slight issue I would say is you feel at the front here, you do feel like you're sat a little bit high at the front. Now, one thing I have noticed is the little bracket down here. If I can, what would be cool is if I could trim, like I think I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this kind of depth that there is. And there's about ½ an inch in height, and if I can reduce that, that might be possible in the future, then I can lower then the front of this seat by like ½ an inch, and I just think that'll be perfect when it's done. So thanks for joining me in this video. Hoping it helps people who maybe are looking to do the same thing. You know, they want an upgrade to the more modern Mark 7 ST seats in their Mark 6. They do fit, you just got to put the effort in and spend some money. And before I go, a little quick update, if this is the next video that's going to go live, is all this has been taken off because I'm getting my new dials from Rookie Mods, new switches, a whole new heater control unit, both window switches, they're all going to be in blue LED, oh, and this as well, so I'm really looking forward to that. This has been taken apart just because of the heater switches, but what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be wiring them through under here, and I'm going to get Rookie Mods to produce me their 2 cup holder version of this, so that there's a cup holder here, cup holder there, and I'll have a USB in the middle, which means it frees up, like this side here, the space, perfectly I think to fit that switch in there and basically in this side. And also I've taken things like that off and this off because in the back, just a sneaky little peek, I've been doing some flocking. Very quick sneaky peek, and that as well has been flocked. But I'll do, that's been taken off, and I might do all of kind of this surround as well. So I'm going to be doing a little bit more flocking. But that's all for another video. Thanks everyone for watching. Hopefully it does help you. If you're new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe, like the video, comment, whatever you like to do. See you for the next video.